Saturday morning, time to talk technology, and that means Luis Alvarez, CEO of the Alvarez Technology Group, is with us as we kick off the Saturday Expert segment. Luis, welcome back to the program.
Thank you, Mark. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty well. Looking forward to the weekend. You know, it is the annual Artichoke Festival at the Monterey County Fairgrounds, and I plan on being there both days because my car club, the Gold Coast Rods, we've got cars on display out there, inside and outside. We're in, I think, the King City room with cars, and then we're outside on the lawn as well. So I get to be there both days, checking out the Artichoke Festival and checking out all the cars and everything. So I don't know if you guys are going to be coming down, but that's kind of a cool weekend activity. One of the things that's now returned, which is nice.
Yeah, this sounds like fun. I'll talk to Ronnie and see if she wants to drop on by.
All right.
Because we love those cars of yours. Those are cool.
And how about those fried artichokes? You got to have those deep fried artichokes, right?
Absolutely. It's the only way I like my artichokes, quite frankly.
Okay. Well, they are very good that way, you know, a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Hey, half of our U.S. states are now using facial recognition software from some little-known company, and they use this to vet unemployment claims. CNN Business has this story as of Friday, July 23rd, yesterday. What is this all about? What do you know about this?
Well, it's a company called ID.me, and actually I'm familiar with them because they started providing identification services for the VA and former military people as a way to vet those folks so that they can take advantage of a lot of discounts that companies offer for veterans, and they wanted to make sure that the veterans who claimed they were veterans were real veterans. So they've been around for about 10 years, and now they've expanded into a whole bunch of different areas. And most recently, they've expanded into helping the unemployment department in different states, half of the states in the United States, verify the identity of people who are applying for unemployment benefits. If you recall, last year during the pandemic, the federal government pumped almost $1 trillion into the states to provide additional unemployment benefits. And it turned out that a lot of that money was obtained fraudulently. Up to 10%, they think like close to $100 billion was basically taken by fraud by people who claimed to be unemployed or claimed to be people that were unemployed and really weren't. And early in the process, the benefits were being doled out very quickly to help people, keep their homes and feed their families. And everybody thought they were doing a good thing, but it turned out that the system was pretty easy to defraud. So ID.me partnered with these unemployment benefits organizations to basically use facial recognition as a way to verify your identity. And as we know, the concept of using facial recognition is a loaded one. A lot of people aren't really pleased by it. And some people are actually refusing to even apply for unemployment benefits because of it. But it's the new wave, and it's something that we just got to get used to.
It's an interesting thing. I saw a story about a guy in Colorado, Rifle, Colorado, who he was writing about how he is entitled to a certain amount of unemployment benefits, but he refuses to participate in the ID.me program due to technological concerns and apparently, privacy concerns, really.
Yeah.
The ID.me people, the only exceptions that they're willing to make are for children, those under 18, and for people who are, I guess, like technologically barred or technologically challenged. I don't know who that could be. Maybe somebody with a rotary phone still?
Yeah, could be. Well, I did read someplace that like 15% of people even today don't have smartphones. It's kind of hard to imagine a world where, somebody doesn't have a smartphone, but not everybody has the opportunity or the means to get one. So, or the desire maybe, and that works against them. So yeah, if you don't have the technology that lets you do the facial recognition verification, it becomes much more difficult to apply for benefits and slowing things up for a lot of people that need that money. But on the other side of it, you do have that fraud that goes on that was pretty notable in California.
Yeah.
It's still being investigated in Sacramento, given the scope of it. But you got to find a way to verify that the people that are applying for those benefits really deserve them.
But how long has this been in use in California, this ID.me?
I think that it's relatively new. It really started after the whole debacle of 2020, and ID.me really started to gain prominence after the pandemic because a lot of these states, California wasn't the only victim. I mean, a lot of states were victimized by fraudsters from not only in the United States, but it became a big business in Eastern Europe to defraud because it doesn't really matter where you're at, get your benefits because they're all electronic now, right?
Right.
So they set up bank accounts and got money transferred to those bank accounts and then quickly closed them and moved the money someplace else. So it's a real challenge.
Luis Alvarez, CEO of the Alvarez Technology Group, joining us today as we kick off the Experts program. For more information, contact the Alvarez Technology Group online. It's AlvarezTG.com. At AlvarezTG is their Twitter handle. And Louis, the toll-free number for the I-Team.
Give us a call at 866-78-I-TEAM. That's 866-784-8326.